everybody. Good Thursday morning, top of the morning to you. We got 6 days till Christmas. It's cold sitting out here this morning, here in Atlanta. The morning post this morning, and I'll tag Facebook and Instagram down here at the bottom of this. Some of you want to come over there because they say TikTok might be about to be banned. But anyway, on this cold Atlanta morning, 6 days before Christmas, in the year of our Lord 2024, the morning post is: in January of 1972, I went to work down on Lucky Street in downtown Atlanta at the old Georgia Blueprint Company. Next door to Georgia Blueprint, on the corner of Cone and Lucky Street, sat the Brown Derby Bar. In 1972, Atlanta didn't have homeless people all around the city. That didn't happen until the Reagan years, when Republicans closed all the state mental health hospitals through funding cuts. It used to be if a family had a family member that they couldn't deal with, they could all get together and sign them over to the state and have them locked away. Maybe it was for the best to close those places, because you heard horror stories coming out of state mental hospitals. But Republicans have always tried to cut funding for the poor and the needy. My Aunt Corrine was in the state hospital in Milledgeville, Georgia, for a few years. As a boy, I would hear horror stories of how they would strap her to a table and then strap a metal plate to her head, and how they would send huge bolts of electricity through her body. She said that would make her back bow up off the table, the surge of the electricity. It horrified me as a little boy, just to hear stories of a human being strapped down and being done like that. She finally came home and lived out the rest of her life with my Granny Bratcher. Of everyone in my family, her story always haunted me. I loved my Aunt Corrine. She was a little different. She had some harsh ways about her. She would kind of tell you to your face what she thought about you, hurt your feelings even. But I loved her. She was a character in my life. When she would stand up and testify out under tents and in little holiness churches, and she loved to go to church, when she'd stand up and testify how the Lord had brought her up out of a horrible place, how he had been her healer, her doctor, how he had walked with her through the valley of the shadow of death, how he was her salvation, her comfort. A lot of people in the church didn't know her whole story, but I did. She was a walking miracle, how she survived and got out of that hospital. They said that my Granny Bratcher would go to Milledgeville every weekend and check her out and keep her on weekends, which sounds just about like my Granny Bratcher. She would never turn her back on any of us. My Uncle Aaron said he was scared of Corrine back then, and I had never seen my Uncle Aaron scared of anything. Times were different in Atlanta in 1972. There was a bum or a hobo here and there, but not hordes of homeless people all around Atlanta and every city and town across America. That started in the Reagan years, when Republicans cut mental health funding for poor people and closed hospitals across the country and dumped them out on the streets. Many of them didn't have a Granny Bratcher that loved them no matter what. Good Thursday morning, sweet people. It is 6 days until, don't I look all Christmassy in my Christmas coat out here in my red colors? It's 6 days until Christmas. Remember, family is the real joy in this season. The picture over on my Facebook page that some of y'all are missing out on is a picture of an electric chair that I walked up on the other day while walking through Habitat. When I walked up on it, I immediately just remembered my Aunt Corrine, and the horror of walking up on it just almost made me start crying. I had to get away from it really quickly. I carry a lot of memories with me through my life. Our memories are our treasure chest. Now sing with me. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the tree tops glisten and children ladder to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Top of the morning to y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be sweet. Have a good day.